where you're from?
My name is DJ. They call me Puddin, and I'm from my mama. Actually, I was born in Illinois and then pretty much raised in Georgia.
Can you tell us what got you on the road?
Medical. I got hurt in 2008. I had to have back surgery and knee replacement surgery, and actually it was watching your guys' video that gave me the option. My doctors had told me I needed to move south to be in 70-degree weather all year round, but I didn't like that option. I wanted to be to where I could move around. Well, then I started watching your videos and Living Free and Nomadic Fanatic. I started watching all those videos and I'm like, wait a minute, here's an option I have to do something completely different, but I can still be in weather that's going to be 70 degrees all year round. So that's what I did.
So I see Navy on your...
I was in the United States Navy in 1989 and 1990. I got out due to a medical, I found out that I was claustrophobic. So I didn't get to go all the way through, but I was honorably discharged.
I have gotten a few comments about the Redneck stickers. Do you want to say anything about that?
Yes, I have a lot to say. The way I was raised is you always respect everybody, no matter what color their skin, their race, or sexual orientation, or anything. That's the way I was brought up, and that's the way I treat people. Now, there's a handful of so-called rednecks that they call rednecks that have ruined it for everybody else. Anywhere you travel in the South, everybody's going to be sweet, they're going to be polite, they're going to pull over, they're going to help you out. But yes, there's a handful of them, and I'm not talking like, 10%. I'm talking maybe a 1% of people that have taken this flag and they've used it for bad. Mine is I'm happy with my heritage. I actually prefer to date ethnic women, and that's my personal choice. But I don't discriminate against anybody. I don't care who you are, what you are, where you've been, or your past history. I love everybody. And these flags just mean I'm proud of where I came from. It does not mean that I'm full of hate and I don't like people. I want to put a positive note out there for all rednecks like myself, because we get such a bad name. And this is my chance to do that. So that's why I've started a YouTube channel also. And
tell them your YouTube channel.
It is called Puddin Power, all capital letters, 2 words.
Puddin Power!
Yes. What I have is a 2004 Hornet by Keystone, and her name is Beulah Bellbricker. And she's a 27-foot long travel trailer, and it's a bunk house. I took the bunks out and made it into storage. I took the dinette out and actually made a computer table and extra storage there. And I actually have a full house style queen bed. I extended my bed out 13 inches and I have a full queen size mattress in the bedroom. Okay, this is my bed. This is a 14-inch thick household mattress, and I extended out the bed here 13 inches because a regular RV mattress is 4 inches shorter, and I needed that extra length so my feet don't hang off the end of the bed, and I have a bad back, so it helps with comfort in sleeping. And also there's extra storage underneath the bed because I had to add the 13 inches, so now I have a little extra storage underneath.
A little? That's a lot of storage.
Yeah, and it's still not full.
Wow.
So that's the storage I have, and I still need to separate it and get it fixed up or cleaned up a little bit better than what it is. You can see here, this is where the old mattress ended, and that's how small it was. And then from here to here is where I extended the 13 inches so I could actually put this queen size bed in here and be comfortable. I do not have the leg room to walk around, but it's just me, so I don't mind jumping over the end of the bed or jumping on the bed at nighttime. It works out for me. Another thing that I've done also is that these were single cabinets and they were only about this wide, so they had a blank space about 8 to 10 inches where I had to reach around. So I put double cabinets in so that way, and I did that all the way through here and across over on the other side.
So you use a buddy heater like everybody else does, basically?
Yes. My buddy Matthew gave this to me, but this is not a new one. This is a 12-year-old one, and it works perfect. But I can actually make a bottle of fuel last for 3 days.
And how is that?
Because I fill up my own bottles. So when you buy a bottle of propane it only comes like 60% full. I fill it to about 80 to 85% full, so you actually get more propane. But
You're talking about the 20-pound bottles.
yeah, I fill it from the 20-pound bottle to a 1-pound Puddin bottle. I took out the dinette completely. I hate it. They're not made for big guys. So what I did was I put in a computer desk and I put in storage. What I've done here is I've got all my screws, all my bolts and everything on the top row. And there's a line that cuts in half, so it splits over, and you'll see that here in a few. But I have my food storage, and then I have all my junk storage, which I don't want nobody seeing, and that's all down there. So that's why it stays hidden. What I've done over here is I've got a gaming computer / working computer. So I do all my my banking and business stuff on that. I actually haven't taken it out because I've been using my laptop. I don't have a generator to run it yet. I have my monitor for my computer here. This is the original table that came out of the RV off the dinette, and all I did was mount it to this, and all this is homemade. This is all like extra crap storage and everything else, my gaming stuff. And I love it because it actually fits me, and it's not boring, and it doesn't squish me. So I can sit down here, I can eat dinner, I can do my work, I can do my checkbook, I can do whatever I need to do, and I can do it comfortably. This is a rolling chair right here, and to keep it locked in, I have a screw that hangs out here, and then it goes all the way down and around, and it comes around the corner to a screw back here.
A bungee?
A bungee, so it holds the chair in while I'm traveling down the road, so the chair doesn't end up. And I've had it happen 4 times now where the chair will come through this little area, not supposed to fit, and it rolls in back here. So when I open the door, I'm coming back here, where's my chair go? And it's always back here in the storage area. There are very few toys that I brought, but this is the original General Lee, and it still has the flag on the top. And the thing that's unique about this, it still has the Dixie horn. A mud jug.
What is that?
This is what you get. This is for people who dip, and I've dipped for 40 years. And I have 2 of these. I have this one, and then I have a blue roadie. And I think the roadie's in my truck where it belongs. So, but I use this. This is what dippers use to spit in.
At least that looks cleaner than just a bottle like that.
But the thing is, when traveling, I want a lid just in case. That is supposed to be spill-proof.
Right.
But, you know, if you keep the lid off, it has no lid and it has a hole that goes in the middle. This keeps the smell down. Because when it gets hot in your truck,
it's still a bad habit, sir.
I'm sorry. It's 40 years ago. 3 days ago, so on March 10th. So I've been dipping since I was 8 years old.
Wow.
This is my kitchen. I cook, I clean here. I made a little rack back here behind my stove. I've got a 3-burner stove, which I do cook on quite a bit. I made a rack back here so I didn't have to worry about my spices running everywhere when I'm driving down the road. And then I have all my cleaning materials and medications and stuff that I have, well, not medications, I should say multivitamins that I keep around here, and candles just in case. And this is where the non-magic happens. This is my bathroom. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just a regular RV bathroom. It's got a shower, a toilet, and a sink, and that's how I poop in the desert. Okay, this is my bunk house, and what I did when I first got this was I took the bunks out. I didn't need them, it's just me in here, but I'm very grateful that I did. If you look back in the corner, you'll see 2 different colors of plywood back there. And what happened was I had to strip all that down to bare metal. I had to rebuild up that corner and then replace everything after I was completely done. Now all I use it for is for storage. I have my washing machine, my dirty clothes, my water, and I have just extra storage that really comes in handy because I don't have a lot of other storage. Decals I ever made. And I liked it so much, and it looks so pathetic, but it's so funny at the same time. I have a 2010 Ford F-150. I am the second owner. The owner before me had this set up for towing from the factory. So he put the airbags, the complete tow kit, the extra the hookups, everything that I need to tow with. And it's not a regular F-150 because An irregular 150 comes with a 26-gallon tank. This actually has a 36-gallon tank, and it comes out with the pull or the slide-out mirrors. A normal F-150 does not have that. So this truck is made up for towing. And one mistake I made before, I said it was a 5.4 liter V8, but it wasn't the Triton, and I was wrong. I stand corrected. It is a 5.4 liter Triton V8. And I have not had any issues out of this truck pulling this 27-foot trailer. And her name is Bad Arse Blue Betty.
And how much does your trailer weigh?
The trailer weighs 3450. Actually, I put it at 35. With everything loaded, it's about 6,000. The towing capacity of the truck is 9,700, and that's bumper tow. I actually have 100-watt solar panels from Harbor Freight, and I just have one battery right now, but it works perfect, and it works for everything I need it to do, and I get a full charge almost every day.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about your batteries?
The battery I have right now is the one that I got with the rig, but my buddy Ty has got 6 volt that he's going to give me as soon as his new lithiums come in, so that we get to hook that up, and I will be set on batteries after that.
Yeah, definitely. You might have to actually upgrade if you get 6
I'm
batteries.
definitely going to have to upgrade solar, because I'm going to have something bigger to push to charge all those batteries. So, but I'm looking forward to it.
Have that tobacco spit on your arm.
Yeah, I got it all. I know, you're probably going, what?
Alright, so I usually ask this question to people. How long have you been traveling?
I've been traveling since December 1st.
Oh, so not that long.
No.
Okay, in that short period of time, what have you learned that maybe you can pass on to someone else that's just starting out?
When you start out, don't overthink things, because when you overthink, it's going to get you in trouble. Because I always thought, I gotta have this, I gotta have that to leave. You don't. If you have a vehicle and you have clothes, and you can get the rest as you go. You don't need to have like the biggest rig. You don't need to have a generator. You don't need to have this. You don't need to have that. So just don't overthink things. Thank you. Love you to death, girl. And if you don't like and subscribe, you're gonna have Puddin to deal with. Whoop-ee! Whoop-ee!